How to create a culture of innovation. This one's a tough one, not because it's hard to answer. The question has a really easy answer, simple answer. You will understand it at the first, but because it's hard to do. This is one of those examples where the difference between saying and doing is enormous. So you create a culture of innovation by picking from the world the people that will help you make it. When you already have a company, when you already have an ongoing business, and you already have people, you already have employees, associates, everything, if you don't already have a culture of innovation, it's most likely because you don't have the people that you need. You probably have innovators, and that's okay, but regarding the other people, probably they're not innovators. What do you do with them? And there are only two answers. You can pick one, train them, and make them into an innovator, or you can let them go and get an innovator from the outside. So you start growing the innovators group until there's none left that is a non-innovator. This is tough because nobody wants to lay people off because you changed the rules of the company, but you have to do it. There's no other way. You can train some people. Some of them have they want to be an innovator. They kind of have the curiosity about it. They are motivated to change things, to make things better. But from experience, I can tell you that most people are not. And you cannot change someone fast enough so that it benefits your company in a foreseeable future. That's going to be a hell of a struggle. So lay them off for their own good, because you don't want someone to feel that you have to change them into something that they are not. If they're not an innovator, they have a place somewhere else. Not every company is turning their company into a culture of innovation. So let them go look for those places. And you go out and search for the innovators, take them to your company, and make a bunch of innovators so that everybody in your company is an innovator. And when you have that done, you don't have much left to do. Okay. Once that's done, once that every single person in your company is an innovator, you still have to do some work. Well, first you should start. The order in which you change the people is from top to bottom. You need to set an example from top to bottom about innovation. You cannot have someone trying to do innovation, but their boss is neglecting them, not paying attention to them, contradicting them. So it has to be the other way around. The boss must be the example of innovation always, at every level, so that the employees, when they fail, when they speak about the future, or when they try to do things faster, they get support for these innovating practices. That's gonna help you also sort out which employees are already trying to do this and which ones are not. So do it from top to bottom. Substitute every person that's not an innovator with an innovator from top to bottom. Once you have that, also from top to bottom, start changing the rules. You need to embrace failure. You need to embrace thinking about the future. Each employee at their own space has to be thinking every day, how is my work, how is my job going to be done in the future? And they have to have time and resources in order to fail at attempts to bring that future into their today, to change their own actions into what they visualize the future is. And they're gonna fail many times. They have to be supported to do this without punishment. And they have to be to have the resources to go faster. Efficiency is something that everybody craves around these days, but innovation is not efficient. You are gonna have mistakes. You're gonna go in the opposite direction of what you should have taken, and you are gonna build things that are honestly not gonna work. That's not efficient, but that is innovation that has to happen hundreds of times for each one of the employees, and that needs to be encouraged, never punished. So basically, these are the two changes that you need to make in order to make your business a culture of innovation. First, change the people from top to bottom. Discard the non-innovators and bring in all innovators. And second, change the rules from top to bottom. Discard the rules that go for efficiency, that look for those values from the 20th century, and bring in the values of innovation, the values of change, the values of encouraging improvement, and do that from top to bottom. Once you have these two things, you're all set. So always remember and never forget that the best day to innovation make is today.